Explain what you mean by that.
Sure. You know, when people look at the history of 9/11 and they see on September 11th, 2001, this terrible atrocity occurred, and then a month later, the president declared, well, less than a month, 10 days, 11 days later, he declared war on terror. So people will say, well, the 9/11 led us to the invasion of Afghanistan and the war on terror. But of course, right? That's the linear. But the fact is that the war on terror is an old construct, an older construct, and it was set out as an ideology, as a plan, as a strategy, already in 1979 by Benjamin Netanyahu at the Netanyahu Institute on Terrorism, sometimes referred to as the Yonatan Institute. And in 1979, they had a conference called the Jerusalem Conference on International Terrorism, where George Herbert Walker...
1979.
79, July. And George Herbert Walker Bush spoke there, you know, the former CIA director and then candidate for vice president or president of the United States. And the thing is that they laid out this propaganda push calling for the United States to basically, and the Western democracies, to bring their militaries to the Middle East to fight the terrorist entities that were plaguing Israel. And they were doing this, the doctrine goes like this. Netanyahu says that Israel is attacked by Islamic terrorists, not because of any sort of Palestinian dispute or occupation, but because Israel is a Western nation. Therefore, by that logic, the West is actually the target. Israel's only being hit because they're the ones that are further extended into the region. But he says the real target is the West. Therefore, the West has an obligation to come and bring its militaries in the Middle East to make war against these entities that are attacking Israel. So in this way, he kind of conflates Israel with the West, and that therefore Israel's problems become our problems. You see?